What's up, Rosie Squad? It's your girl Queen Bean Cut once again, back with another video. And let me tell y'all something. It is 3:08 in the morning and I am not lying to you. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. I'm up here and I got all this energy and I don't know where it came from. I guess I'm just happy that, you know, my kids are asleep and haven't woken up yet, because let me tell you something. They wake up every night around this time crying. What was that? Clarence is upstairs, you guys, so hopefully that was him. But so yeah, I got some new braids and I'm feeling it. And I promise y'all, usually I'll take my stuff out like in a couple of days, but I'm gonna keep these for a while because I'm trying to grow my natural hair back out, you know, get the natural curl pattern back. So yeah, I'm really feeling these. I know y'all like them too. You can tell me. You can tell me in the comments. It's fine. Anyway, you guys, this is going to be an updated Q&A. The first Q&A of 2020. I tried to pull the questions that were interesting and not basic, or like not the same questions as I answered before. So it's about like 21 questions on this sheet that I wrote down, and I'm gonna try my best to answer all of them because my camera is almost dead. So yeah, we're gonna try to hurry it up, and I'm trying to get this out the way just because my makeup is done. And you know, I want to do a video with my makeup done because, you know, I be feeling myself when my makeup is done. Not to say, you know, my natural glow ain't cute, but you know, every once in a while I want to come back and do a video with a nice beat face. I just got from a photo shoot, a family photo shoot, so be looking out for my new family photos. I'm so excited for y'all to see them. But yeah, I'm talking too much, so let me just go ahead and get right into the video. Oh yeah, by the way, you guys, this is a personal Q&A. This is nothing about my relationship, because y'all always trying to know about that. Nothing about anybody else but me. This is strictly about me, all right? So let's get right into it. Question number 1. How would you describe yourself in one word? Well, I read this question, I thought about it, and I was like, I just have way too many layers to me to just describe myself in one word. So I thought about it, and if you watch a movie, sometimes it can give you things that you never expected. Sometimes it can give you things that you already expected. And you know, a movie is just up and down. You know, it plays on your emotions, and I just feel like that describes me. Like, sometimes you guys don't know what to expect from me, and sometimes you do. So I would describe myself as a movie. That's the one word. I am a whole movie. You can ask anybody that's been around me. You can ask people who live with me. I'm a movie. Question number 2. What makes you happy when no one else is around? So when I think about it and it's just me alone in the house, which is rare, which is really rare because I've probably never really been alone in the house at all. I mean, well, I've been alone in a hotel room, I guess. But what makes me happy? Well, if we're talking about currently, I would say food. And I know that sounds really cliche and everyone gets happy about food, but it's really just something about food that fulfills me. You know, it fulfills everyone, but it's just like so fun. You could just be in the boredest state of your life and you'll see some food and you'll get to eating it, and child, you forget that you was bored. I love food. Food is my friend. Food is my friend. Another thing that makes me happy for some reason is like writing down my plans. You know, even though sometimes our plans don't go the way we want them to, like, it's just fun to write them down and just have them like organized in your head, how this is gonna go, how this is gonna go, when you're gonna do this. So it's like pretty fun. I guess the idea of just trying to be organized, even though my life is like not really organized. But yeah, that makes me happy. And my camera's about to die, so I need to go find a battery. Hold on one second, guys. Okay, I'm back. But as I was saying, you know, planning out everything makes me feel organized, which makes me happy. And the only time I really can do that is when I am alone, because I'm not having any interruptions. Another thing that makes me happy, let's see, and I'm done with this question because I can just be so long-winded. But y'all ever just like put on some makeup and put on like a pretty outfit and then went to go look in the mirror and started like having a fake conversation with yourself? Or like lip sync into like a song that made you just feel so beautiful, and I don't know, or imagined yourself in like a scenario situation that you actually wanted to be in, and you just lived in that fantasy for the moment because you were by yourself. Those type of things make me happy. And I know that it seems like, you know, a little childish, but I don't know, I feel like sometimes grown people do it too, but they just don't want to admit it because it seems like corny. But I do that when I'm alone, you guys. I go look in the mirror and I just like talk, and I have fake conversations with myself, and I just like, I don't know, I just be the person that I want to be. That don't make sense, but yeah, I can just pretend I'm anyone. Number 3, what are the pros and cons the music industry has brought into your life? Okay, so let's see. Before I got into the music industry, I said I would never sign to a label because I just felt like when you sign to a label, I don't know, I just heard so many stories about people getting messed over, and people changing and turning into someone else, or like the industry trying to shape them into somebody other than who they are. So I actually got signed, as y'all know, and I don't feel like that's happening to me. I feel like I am staying true to myself. That don't have nothing to do with the question, but okay. One of the pros, let's see. I have like a whole machine behind me working, basically getting my songs out there to the general public, and people are hearing my music. People who I never thought would hear my music. It's like reaching so many people, and I guess that's a big pro. I guess my voice and my craft and my talent and my writing skills are being heard. I mean, people know my songs and they can relate to them. And hell, I don't even got a whole album out there yet, but people are still rocking to, you know, my EP. So that's a blessing. And I guess the music industry has helped me push it out there, because, you know, it's some things that they do that I can't. You know, some connects I don't have, and they have the connects, and they can make things happen and get songs on the radio and this and that. So although medicine was probably going to be on the radio by itself before I signed, because I looked at my emails the other day from 2018, and it was like radio stations hit me up, and it was like, hey, we want to spin your song on the radio, and yeah, just hit us up. So yeah, I mean, that could have happened with just me alone, but you know, I had the sauce back then. I don't know if I'm too hot right now. I need to drop an album. The cons of this music industry, I would say that some of the politics of the music industry is like, seems unfair to me. I just feel like in order to reach a certain mass or a certain crowd, you have to do things that you're uncomfortable with. And for example, I love R&B and soul music, and I could never see myself being on a trap song, because that's just not me. But sometimes you have to like move with the way everything else is moving in the music industry in order to stay hot or stay relevant, because if you don't, you know, you can pretty much get left behind and your streams start going down and things like that. So sometimes the cons are just having to do things out of your comfort zone just so you can reach certain milestones. So that's one of the cons. Number 4, what's my favorite rapper? So as you guys know, well, you guys probably don't know, but I don't listen to a lot of rap. Truthfully, I haven't listened to a lot of music lately anyway, but I definitely don't listen to a lot of rap. And The only rap that has really reached me was people that I can understand, like lyrical people. But I would say that J. Cole is the most heartfelt rapper to me. Any of his songs I've ever listened to, they always made me be like, dang, and like just really think about stuff. So I would say J. Cole is my favorite current rapper. Number 5, what's one thing you would tell Little Queen, and what choices would you have made differently? Okay, so I'm gonna just be honest with you guys. I have never been alone. Like, never. Well, okay, let me just say I never been alone while being a grown-up. So by that I mean I never got to live like alone in my own place, and I never really got to just savor the time with myself and really got to fully know myself. I still feel like there's things about me that I don't even know, and I would tell my younger self to slow down and wait, and don't let nobody rush you into anything, because you got your whole life ahead of you. And I would tell myself, if somebody forces you into something, or if someone doesn't, if someone threatens you to leave, let them leave. Let them walk out your life. And that could be anyone. That could be a friend. Don't let a friend mistreat you just because you don't want to be by yourself, or you don't want to miss out on the good times. Don't let a significant other mistreat you because you don't want to be alone. Like, learn to love yourself by yourself. That's what I would say to myself. And I definitely would have waited for a lot of things, and just really got to enjoy my time in my prime, because, you know, I'm 24 now. My 20s soon will be long gone, and it's kind of too late to really be by myself and enjoy time alone, because I have 2 kids now. So it's not really about me anymore. I have to cater to them for the rest of my life, which I don't want to make it sound like a bad thing, because, you know, my kids are amazing. I love them. They brought so much joy into my life. But the fact that, like, I haven't really had time to go on vacation with girls and, you know, just design my apartment the way I wanted to, completely with no input, and not have pink shaggy rugs all over the place, and just, I don't know, I just never got the chance to do that. I never went to college and had my own dorm room where I could, I don't know, just experience life all by myself, you know. And sometimes it makes me feel like I'm still growing up. Well, of course, but I'm still, like, I still have like this little girl inside of me. That's why sometimes, like, I could be a little childish, or I could still just act like a little girl, because I still have her, like, she's still there, you know. I haven't fully gotten the chance to, like, grow up by myself and just woman up alone. So I'm currently trying to grow while having people around me and while having kids, and it could be pretty tough sometimes, but I mean, that's what I gotta live with, because those are my decisions. So you always gotta live with your decisions, y'all. So we can't cry over spilled milk. My life is great now. I can't really complain. I mean, everyone has issues. I have some issues. Sometimes it gets overwhelming, but hey, I'm gonna be all right. I always bounce back. Number 6, what is something that irritates you the most? Let's see, we're gonna talk about myself, because this is a personal Q&A. Something that irritates me the most about myself, I would say the fact that my attention span, the fact that I cannot just concentrate on one thing at a time. And it's just like, I don't understand. I think I got like ADHD, or I don't know what that means, but something like that. I feel like I have something like that, because I literally always try to accomplish one thing and I get distracted by another thing. And then when I'm doing that other thing, I get distracted by something else. And the next thing you know, I don't get anything done, because I just get so distracted by even the smallest things. Like, y'all, I can be doing something so important, and then I look up in the sky and I see a cloud that's shaped like something else, and I'm like, oh, that cloud is shaped like a car, and I don't know, I just start thinking about the cloud. I don't know. And another thing that really irritates me about myself is the lack of self-discipline. It's so annoying how I just cannot like just be disciplined, bro. Like by myself. I be telling myself, Queen, you're gonna wake up, you're gonna eat right today. You're not gonna have no carbs, no bread, no nothing. You're gonna lose this weight, all right? And then guess what? I find myself walking by the cabinet and I see an Oreo and I just end up eating the whole entire bag of Oreos or the container. And it's just like, I told myself that I was only gonna have 2. And then next thing you know, I have 17 Oreos. And it's just like, why can't I just get that self-discipline inside of me? Why can't I just wake up why can't I be anywhere on time? Y'all, no lie, since I've been in high school, since I've been in middle school, I've always been late. Like, if you went to school with me or was at the bus stop with me, you would see me chasing behind the bus every time trying to catch the bus. Why? Because I was moving so slow and I was never on time, trying to put on my makeup and just like not waking up. I need self-discipline for real. It's tough. It's tough. But yeah, that irritates me a lot. Number 7, how is it quarantining with 2 young children? As y'all know, this quarantine got all these kids at home. No kids are going to school. Legend and CJ, they do not go to daycare no more. Their daycare is actually open, but I ain't putting them back in daycare or school because I just don't want to risk it. But I can say that like it kind of swallows up my whole day. That's why I'm up at 3:28 in the morning doing a Q&A, because I probably wouldn't have the time to do it, you know, while they're up. But sometimes it could be a bit much, but at the end of the day, when I look at them, I'm just so glad they're here with me and they're safe with me. And I'm looking at them, they bring so much joy to me. So I try to cherish every moment with them, because I know that once my kids get older, they're gonna leave. Especially because they're boys. They're gonna leave out, they wanna do their own, they're gonna wanna do their own thing. And you know, I'm gonna wish I had these times with them. So I try my best to just cherish it and, you know, put them to bed when they're supposed to go to bed so I can have time alone. But other than that, I love it. I love it. I look at them every day and I smile. They make me happy. You know, if I feel, you know, down about something, I can just look at them and my whole everything I forget about everything. And I just can't believe it. I can't believe the fact that I have 2 beautiful, healthy, amazing sons. And I just really thank God. I didn't know that I would be like a mom. It's so crazy. Like, I never thought I would be a mom of 2 boys. Question number 8, how is your mental health? And what steps are you taking to take care of yourself? All right, so I'm gonna just be completely honest with you guys. As far as taking care of myself, I don't feel like I do the best job of it, because I let things, which are important things, like, but no matter what, you always should take that time and make time for yourself. But I find it really hard to do that. Just because, like I said, I get so distracted, and so I'll use my time scrolling through my phone when I could be I don't know, washing my hair or masking my face or massaging my own feet or something like that. But yeah, me taking care of myself probably could improve. Y'all, honestly, I'm trying to I'm trying to talk a little bit better, because I've seen old videos and I'm a little embarrassed about how I talk. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Like, I feel a little embarrassed sometimes because I don't talk the most proper, and sometimes it makes me feel a little slow. But I can't help it. This is how I grew up talking. I just use so much slang, like, and sometimes the slang don't even make sense. But yeah, that's why I keep correcting myself. But my mental health, I feel like I'm in a good state, a good mental state. I mean, I can't really complain. I think that I could improve on my mental health, because sometimes I'm like up and down and up and down, but I don't think like I'm bipolar or anything. I just feel like I let some things overtake me, and they shouldn't, especially some things that are out of my control. Like I sit and I dwell on it, and I shouldn't. But no matter what, it never gets me down to the point where like I want to do something to harm myself or anything. It's just, it gets stressful sometimes. But I feel like my mental health right now is like in a normal state, like a state like anyone else. And number 9, how is your relationship with God lately? I feel like this is a deep question. So as y'all know, I don't go to church right now. I grew up in church. I know who God is. I know what he's about. My relationship with God does need to improve. I'm not doing everything right. I'm just keeping it real with y'all. As you know, like, I'm not married. So sometimes when I think about that, that sometimes stops me from, or it discourages me from praying as much as I should, because I just feel like I'm doing something that's not right. And I just feel like, I don't know why, I need to stop feeling this way, because I know God hears me and hears my prayers, but I feel kind of bad for going to him, you know, and I'm not, and my life isn't fully in order. And I really have to stop thinking like that, because, you know, he wants the people that aren't in order, so he can keep putting them, so he can put them in order, you know. But it's just, sometimes I just feel a little distant lately. But the good thing is, I know that he's still covering and protecting my family, and I know that he is the reason for all the good things in my life. And actually, he's the reason for literally everything. Well, you know, I can't really say that, because God gives us our own free will to do, you know, to make our decisions, and whatever our decisions are, we have either rewards or consequences. But I just feel like, as far as like how far he's brought me, he's a reason for it all, and I do thank him, you know. But I feel like I can't thank him enough, and I don't thank him enough. And I guess the only thing I could do is just keep trying to tell people about him, and, you know, just tell people about his goodness and what he can do. But my relationship with God really could improve. And yeah, I'm sorry, Lord. I literally just, I need to stop thinking so hard. I don't know if I'm being too hard on myself or not. I just know the truth, you know. So I don't like being a hypocrite. You feel me? So like, I don't like to try to preach to people like, oh, y'all do this and do that, and I'm not even fully where I should be. You feel me? Like, that's just the honest truth. It could be better. Number 10, what have you learned from raising 2 boys? I learned that it takes more than, it takes more than your feelings. So I don't know if this makes sense, but for example, when CJ was younger, he would cry for things like snacks and candy and the iPad, and I would give it to him. Or not the iPad, because he didn't have an iPad back. Yeah, he had an iPad back then. But yeah, he would cry for electronics and things like that. And I would give it to him. I would give in every time, because I just looked at his cute little face and his little puppy dog eyes and his tears, and I would give in and, you know, give him candy and things like that, because I didn't want him to cry, and I just wanted him to be happy, and I thought those little things made him happy. But it takes more than my feelings and feeling bad. No matter what, at the end of the day, even if your kids are upset about something, you gotta make the best decision for them. And I made the wrong decisions, because now I have to face the fact that my baby boy don't have four teeth in the front, and he should have 4 teeth right now. But because I gave in so many times, and, you know, did the irresponsible thing as a parent, you know, me and him both had to face consequences. He had to get his teeth pulled out, and I had to watch him in so much pain when they strapped him down, all because I gave in to my emotions and my feelings, you know. And it takes discipline, you know. I'm not the best disciplinary at all. Truthfully, when back then CJ's dad was more of the disciplinary and I wasn't. I was just like, oh no, don't do that, don't do that. And so now with Legend all over again, it's like, it's kind of like the same way, and I'm trying to snap out of it. But Clarence, he really wants CJ and Legend to grow up and be, you know, good men, and it takes them to learn now while they're young. So I have to stop giving in to my feelings and emotions and just do what's best for them, even if they don't like it. You know, even if CJ don't like, even if CJ doesn't like going to bed at 9 and he don't got school, it's like having him on that routine is good for him. Him getting the proper rest is good for him. It's not about me feeling bad for him, you know? Especially two boys. I don't know how it would be with a girl personally. I probably would give in, but you know, we never know until I have a girl. So baby Nala, if you coming, you know, we'll see when you get here.